Hey Doobs, welcome to another fantastic installment of the Doobisode series where we just sit down, talk, catch up for the week, and yeah, I'm getting better at this thing, so just bear with me. This is so fun just to check in, say hi, wish you all guys a safe day and safe travels and safe whatever you guys are doing and staying safe at home. It's just great to see you. And yeah, we have a lot of fun time content going on today in this awesome Doobisode. Usually I have some cool music playing, but I've always wanted to do some trailer reactions, and I found a way to do that. I'll bet it's a little ghetto, but just bear with me. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We have a lot of cool things to talk about. And yeah, we'll just run through them here a little bit. So yeah, we'll have the movie of the week. We'll have some games that I want to just talk about with you later on. That are just kind of fun to play. Maybe if you're holed up at home in quarantine life. And so yeah, we'll get to that here. But let's just I just want to start this video by just saying to take care of your body. I know this is kind of a maybe a redundant thing to say, but I'm an actor, an ex-actor, and my professors always taught me that your body is your tool. And I heard an interesting podcast the other day. I can't recall it, and I wish I could give credit here. But they mentioned the importance of self mastery, and I've been on a health journey the past year, and I tell you, it's done wonders for me. I couldn't recommend just trying and getting out and moving anymore. It's important to stay healthy. That's always a thing. But it makes you feel good. There's a lot of chemicals and things that happen in your body when you take the time out of your day to do some fitness and to work on heart muscles and in your regular muscles too, because it'll really just boost your confidence. It'll boost your life. So please, if you can take just even a couple minutes out of your day to do some sit-ups, do some push-ups. I know it's really hard, but you just get in that pattern, and before you know it, you're excited to go on that morning run, kind of like I am. Yeah, it's tough getting there. There's a bunch of factors involved in starting a regime to get yourself into these good habits, so to speak. I've never been one for fitness or the gym. Believe me, I owe it to my dad for getting my ass to the gym and at least giving me a good starting point when I was younger. I've always been an active kid. I've always been a jackass, want to do crazy stunts and stuff like that. So I've always wanted to be, at least keep in tone a little bit. But I just want to say, if you can, if this helps you at all, just write your goals down and maybe just try to include fitness on there. But I know it's a tough time, and fitness is probably the last thing on people's mind right now. But of course, we see hella people running everywhere. And just wanted to shout that out. I kind of talk about the gym every now and again. And this is a channel where we talk about life. And during these Doobisodes, I can just spew some Doob knowledge on you and just try to motivate you to just be better as humans and be better like Kratos from God of War. Uh, but yeah, guys, just wanted to give a huge shout out to self mastery. It's important to be confident in who we are, and fitness really does help that. And eating okay too, eating healthy. I mean, I know I talk about Buffalo Wild Wings every other stream, but try to eat some of those carrots and corn. I've gotten really into corn and grapes. That's kind of been my go-to. So yeah, just find a healthy food that you really like, stick to it, and try to go on a jog. Specifically cardio. It'll really help keep the system moving, and it'll boost your mood. And we'll take any mood boosters we can, especially during these tough times. And again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting me. And I guess I do got to mention this. We reached 98 subscribers in the month of April, so of course I'm still going to honor this Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater run through. Can't wait to do this. I'm just going to set it up. It's just hard to find time. It might take a little bit because I do really want to watch the cutscenes while we play this game live, non-lethally, in one run. And it just means a lot that we had such a big push there, and it had a lot of support from a lot of people and talking to me. And I've never been so involved in the community. I'm going to keep saying that. It's so much fun to talk to you guys and to have a lot of fun. I don't want to keep this going here, but I did want to mention the Metal Gear thing, the self-mastery thing, And yeah, well, Doobs and Doobettes, I've always wanted to do game trailer reactions, so let's just get right into it. We have a couple going on today. So yeah, we got a bunch of trailers released today, actually. So I thought we'd go through them. I haven't watched them, and let's just see what happens. So for the first one we have is a big surprise. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. It's getting some sort of DLC add-on expansion to its story. And I love it when fighting games really add some good single player stuff. Yeah, usually it's new fighters or new costumes and what have you, but it looks like NetherRealm surprised us again. They're giving us some added content, maybe to tie into the story of the next game, maybe, because of course we are going to get an MK12 at some point. But yeah, I have it all ready for this first trailer here. I'm gonna just go ahead and shrink my thing here, just so we can see it. So I'm gonna have it off to the side for the rest of this episode while we talk and about some things. But yeah, why don't I just go ahead and shrink this a little bit here so we can see all the dirt that's about to ensue. And again, I haven't seen these. These ours are just going from YouTube and the PlayStation channel. So thank you so much. We're gonna do a couple today. But yeah, let's get into the first one here. It's got to turn on the stuff, and yeah, here we go. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, and I guess we'll get some new DLC. But let's check it out here. I just want to make sure my game audio is good.
Our work is finished, Liu Kang.
All right.
It falls upon you to architect a new history.
Then together.
Yeah, so this is the end of MK11.
Let us begin.
Sorry if the quality of the trailer isn't that good. Oh my god, that last fight though, just seeing it was so dirty.
Shang Tsung?
Oh yeah, and Shang Tsung is back.
Defeating Chronica, you destroyed her crown.
Oh,
Without
bad.
it, you can't restart history.
Yeah. Oh.
Send me into the past to steal the crown from
Oh
my
god, we got
island
way more
before
crazy
the
time travel
shatter.
bullshit.
Why are we listening to this snake?
Because I am a snake who's toiled beside Chronica. Learn his secrets. I know them. Do you?
Oh my god. What is going on? Oh my god. Oh my god, these combos. Oh, yep, of course we got his fatality. Shiva? Oh, we're getting Shiva? Oh, man. All these grabs and these combos. Oh, meter burn. Gotta get the meter burn. Got a class G. Oh.
Need help.
But whose help?
Welcome back, Your Highness.
Oh.
What have you done?
Oh my god.
I must ask, sorcerer, how long
that-
before you betray us?
I find your lack of faith amusing.
Your lack of faith disturbing, General. Oh, Scorpion, of course, just getting boiled. Oh, we got some classic.
Yes, against Chronica.
I was her protector for life.
Yeah, Marlena. I think that was Marlena.
Shang Tsung has become far too
Oh, man.
dangerous. And I doubt his new allies realize quite how dangerous he is.
No one can predict what happens next. Not even me.
Not even me.
Need backup now. You are under arrest, dirtbag.
Oh my god. And we have RoboCop? New cinematic story, 3 new characters, and yeah, 3 new skin packs. Wow. Oh, and we got friendship finishers. We have babalities and stuff. Wow. Well, that was really cool. All right. Well, wow. A lot to take in there. Yeah, very cool. Fast-paced motion and just really cool character additions. We have RoboCop coming in. NetherRealm has been great about guest characters, and I'm really glad we're getting just new story features. That's really cool in a fighting game. NetherRealm really does take their time to make sure their games have a longevity to them, and it's not just BS adding content. Yeah, there was a little bit of, kickback when the game first came out about pay to win stuff and just buying a lot of the costume stuff. But it's really cool that we're getting Shang Tsung. He hasn't been around since for a while. He's kind of just been hanging out in the background and in the crypts for a little bit. Um, but wow. Okay, well, since we're on the fighting game stuff, let's go to our another trailer we got today. We got Ultra Instinct Goku. Apparently, we have a release date, and it looks like we have Sorry guys, just need to adjust my settings. Yeah, it looks like a release date, and it looks like we have a brand new trailer showing off maybe some new moves and some fun things like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the video ready here. And yeah, let's see what we have for Ultra Instinct Goku. You know we're huge fighter fans, and just can't wait to see see when we're getting this guy. I was guessing like mid-May, something like that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get the stuff going on here. All right. Gotta get you just want to do this a quick seamless experience here. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, and yeah, so let's, oh my God, so many cool trailers. And of course we got one more awesome one coming up after this, but let's see what Goku has in store for us here. All right, yep. Just gonna start over again. So we got the whole thing. God, this game looks just so good. It looks better than the show. Oh my God. Let's see how you handle Ultra Instinct. Oh, yep. Yep, so we saw that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got counters. Yeah, it looks like he has, counter moves. Oh, and then you can, produce them to level 1 or level 2. Oh, my God. Meter burn that. Oh, my God, we got meter burns in Mortal Kombat. We got meter burns in this game. Yeah, so that's what we saw in the trailer. God, just rolling beams. Oh my God, that's got to be a hold R2. Oh, level 3. Oh, he's closing in on him. He's got the close up. God, yeah, we saw like Kamehameha and some V jump scans, and God, that Kamehameha is huge. Now I think I'm getting the hang of his power. Whoa. Oh, yes, May 22nd. Yeah, I was guessing mid-May. Yeah, so we're getting a May 22nd. All right. And yeah, that's the draw of it all there. Well, that's very cool. Yeah, those are always very quick, very flashy, but looks like we got some really cool moves. He was meter burning, a lot of countering a lot, and I guess Goku's gonna have kind of an A-B style to him where you can kind of install some attacks. Wow. That's really cool. I know I haven't been playing a lot of fighters lately, but I'm always very excited for the next character. We did have a K-Flub breakdown a little bit when she came out, and yeah, so then we'll have 3 more fighters for this season. Yeah, and when you do have the Fighters Pass, you do get access to the fighters 2 days early. So that's a lot of fun. All right, Doobs. Well, for the last trailer reaction, we have one more awesome trailer that we're getting spoiled with here today. We got The Last of Us Part 2 story trailer. And I know the leaks have been crazy and the news for this game has been off the rails just with a lot of the game being leaked and maybe people not really enjoying what they've heard. But I guess Neil Druckmann and the people saying you just got to witness this game from start to finish. The journey is all about how you get there. Sure, we know maybe sometimes where the characters end up. But it's really about the journey and how we get there. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get this guy going here. I think I got it already a lot quicker this time. So yeah, let's go with the Last of Us 2 story trailer. Yeah, really excited for this.
I wish things were different.
Oh God, Last of Us 1 vibes.
I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Oh God. Oh God, my heart's about to break just right here and right now. Okay, we've seen her naked back. Her naked, bruised back.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Wow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
Yep, Tommy.
Doobs get to get away with this.
Tommy's making it back.
How'd you find us?
She's killing people really brutally.
You can't stop this.
Wow.
I want what you want, but not at any cost.
That dude got arrowed up.
I really hope you make it.
Oh, this guy's gonna turn on us or something. I don't know.
I have to finish it.
Finish what?
There's a cost.
Lots of death.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Oh my God. Killed who? Killed what? 6/19. Yep, so that is the new release date there. But wow. Just wow. Yeah, I mean even what people have been saying about the story. Yeah, so that was our last trailer reaction, by the way. I'm glad we could just do them out boom 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 like that. Yeah, really good fighting stuff. And yeah, so whatever they do with the story, I mean, gameplay wise, it's probably going to be a huge scale up from Last of Us 1. It'll be the same as Last of Us 1, but then they'll have a lot of added mechanics, probably more weapon upgrades. I guess there's more of a dodge button now. It looks like Ellie can really hide and skirp really within the environment itself. So that'll be a lot of fun there. But yeah, it's kind of really sad to see such an amazing title and such the swan song of the PS4 essentially just kind of get blown back by not only the COVID thing, but just the whole domino effect of everything that's been happening. I'm avoiding the spoilers. I'm avoiding the internet like mad. Don't look at the comments on anything because you never know when someone's just gonna be a dick and just put the whole game out right on the thing there. But yeah, wow, really want to do some trailer reactions with you guys. Really just want to show you guys the gaming content that's coming out. And yeah, that was really cool. Well, I think we'll just go ahead and go back to our original thing here. Sorry, guys. I got to get situated here. I'm horrible at editing, so I just have to kind of do everything on the fly here. Yep, we'll just go ahead and fit that, and let's just get some nice jams while we talk in the background about some other things that I want to get to. We got the movie of the week here coming, and so yeah, let's just get some nice maybe Final Fantasy music in the background, just something to tickle our whistle here as we kind of talk more about stuff. Boom, boom. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I actually did just finish Final Fantasy, and man, what a ride Final Fantasy was. I will be giving my final thoughts on that soon. So just give me a couple days there. I really like games to just sit with me and digest, and maybe check out some post-game content a little bit. But I can just say now I thoroughly enjoyed my time with it, and I know I've been saying that about a lot of games, but that's just kind of been how spoiled we've been getting with these AAA titles that have had a lot of work put into them. And but yeah, so let's get on with the rest of the episode here. I do want to talk about quarantine life and maybe some games that'll take the edge off a little bit here. And I have just a couple games here, but yeah. Gaming has really boomed during this quarantine. It's something that you can do by yourself. It's something that you can do online with others. So really, it's a great fit for passing the time here while we wait and eventually can get back to normal. So yeah, and I guess I was reading actually an article, and I kind of wanted to quick mention this while I'm on the air with you guys. I still do get the physical copies of Game Informer magazine, and I actually really love these. I've been following Andy McNamara, the editor-in-chief, for a long time. I have pretty much every issue of Game Informer for like the past like 10 years. And you know, say what we will about GameStop, and GameStop bought Game Informer. It was just some magazine company that was bought out by GameStop, and then they just kind of made it their own. Yeah, there's a lot of ads for GameStop within the magazine, but it has some real cool articles about it talked about depression and anxiety, and I guess over 40 million adults suffer from anxiety and depression, and COVID and this whole thing that's happening is definitely not helping people. People are in panic, and they need things to take their minds off of, you know, the current situation that we live in. And I feel for all of you, and I know a lot of people don't play games. I've been playing games since I was 7, and it's something you can do by yourself, and it's really helped me with my anxiety and my depression. So I can't recommend video games anymore, because once you find the right game, it is a true escape. And it really, especially at the level and quality that games are getting at, it really can give us time to reflect. Maybe we find a character or a theme that's happened in the game that will better us and make us maybe understand a real life current situation that we're handling. So yeah, I just want to give a huge shout out to Game Informer for really keeping me up on some news. I really like reading things physically. I don't actually read a lot, but yeah, I guess it's hard to say what the situation with GameStop will be after this all blows over. I guess they're reducing 12 issues to 10 issues, and I know that's just because they're doing some major cutbacks, and who knows how long we'll actually be getting Game Informer. I know they cut a lot of their staff last year, and that was a pretty hard hit. But I really wanted to give a huge shout out, and it actually made me think about maybe just these 2 games I'm going to just suggest to game while quarantining here. And I actually recommended this show on my last Doobisode, but yeah, great game that you guys can check out while we're sitting at home, and that'll give you plenty to focus on is, yeah, The Witcher 3. So I actually did play The Witcher 2. I kept hearing amazing things. People kept telling me to play it. I was working at GameStop at the time, so I just rented it from GameStop. Had a great time. I couldn't put it down. Yeah, it was a little clunky, and some of the combat was subpar in certain areas, but the story and the quests are really what drive the game, and this is fully fledged in The Witcher 3. The voice acting is spot on. The game still looks incredible. It does have Xbox One X and PS4 Pro updates, and then there's a bunch of mods and stuff like that too, but just in terms of sheer presentation, and really the quests, and this is CD Projekt Red we're talking about, so they don't hold any punches on their content. It will be bloody, it will be very mature themed, but the action RPG, as far as a game, it's very fun. The Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, has a lot of tools at his disposal, and that intertwines with not only the fighting gameplay, the fighty bits, but also the talky bits, and it kind of feels like Dragon Age a little bit in that sense, where you're talking to a lot of people, and you actually have real impacts on what happens in the story depending on what you say and what you do. So it's a true RPG. I think I put like 200 hours into it, and if you've never checked out The Witcher, now is the time. This game is always on sale for like 15-20 bucks, and if you're looking for a true thrill ride where you connect with the characters while also getting some really good themes and life advice, and just maybe some perspective on life and on things, this is a great title. I really can't recommend this anymore. I fell in love with The Witcher, especially The Witcher 3 immediately when I started playing it. The tale of Ciri and Yennefer, and you don't really, you get more. This is one of those instances where you do get more if you played Witcher 1 and 2. These are actually based off of a bunch of series of Polish books, And you know, that whole debacle is another time, but the game is great, and it really brings to life some cool character and creature design. He's a witcher, he hunts monsters, so clearly that's the gameplay loop there. You'll find really cool mythical beasts to take down, and then talking to people. And what I love about The Witcher is that it's choice-driven narrative. It's not so black and white. It's always kind of a middling gray area where Geralt will be faced with a hard decision that's not always so black and white, not so good and bad. There's always kind of a lot of other factors involving into really hard decisions, and you'll get some great gameplay here, awesome fights, very Lord of the Ringies, very fantasy, and just a really cool badass character you get to play as, with some really nice touching moments, and just some real life talk. So yeah, guys, check out The Witcher 3 if you haven't yet. Very mature, very gory, and just very real though. So if you want to just really put yourself in a world that is very believable and looks beautiful as all hell, check out The Witcher 3. CD Projekt Red, thank you so much for giving us such an amazing game here. Yeah, and speaking of a game that's maybe not so bloody and gory, and yeah, this is actually a Switch exclusive, Animal Crossing. I just wanted to bring this game up, and this game was featured in the Game Informer, games to kick back while you're in the quarantine life, and I just really wanted to bring up a game that's not PlayStation related. I kind of talk about Xbox a little bit, but I did have a GameCube back in the day, and I did play the original Animal Crossing, and I found love with it. It's a life simulator with a cartoony look, and with a really good sense of community built in, and it gives you things to do. But this is a game where you can just sit back, go at your own pace, collect some bugs, dig up some rocks, and like I was saying, when it's a life simulator, you know, there's things happening in this game that you can just go at your own pace, and I love that. Where you can just not really think so hard about what you're doing, but just kind of let the game take you, and let you just play the way you want to play, with a bunch and bevy of customizable things, and you can really create your town, especially in New Horizons. This is the one on Switch. Even the one on the GameCube still holds up very well today, minus a few dated game mechanics and things here and there. But if you just want to sit down and have fun and meet some new townsfolk, and try to get some new people to bring in, and you can really play online with this game and visit other people's towns. It's very, very not Witcher 3. And it's not a kiddie game either. I hate it when people say, "Oh, this is a kiddie game," like with games like Overcooked or whatever. It's really not the case here. It's a game that everyone can enjoy, and games like Untitled Goose Game. I mean, there's a lot of games that kind of have maybe a younger target audience look and feel, but really when you get into the heart of the game, it's for everyone, and that's where Nintendo really shines in a lot of their games with Super Mario and Legend of Zelda. It doesn't go too far into the mature, where people of younger audience can really still, Nintendo's always been about people of all ages, especially games like Super Smash. I'm all about the fighters. That is more of a party game. But Animal Crossing is just such a unique, very polished experience with a lot to do, and a lot of fun things to see. And I've been watching my roommate play a little bit, and it looks really good, especially on the Switch. And the great thing about Switch, of course, is you can take it anywhere. So I know most of us are going to be at home, and I prefer having that home theater experience when I game. But and I don't have a Switch. I've always thought about getting one to play Pokemon Sword and Shield and stuff like that. But just haven't gotten around to it. But if you do have a Switch, I've been seeing a bunch of buddies and people play on my Facebook, and I haven't read anything bad about this game. It's a great game. It's a great foray to just dive into, and not really have to think about much. I mean, yeah, you'll probably get really into it, and then really just keep tweaking and get OCD about maybe how your village looks. But as far as just a nice casual level, this is a great game to play while we're stuck at home. A lot of good hours can go into this, and it's just a real nice happy escape from life, which is what most games do for me, even when they're the hard, really nasty, grueling, gritty ones, like Resident Evil or something. Hey, what's up, man? Yep, and I really want to give a huge shout out to my bro Schmef. Always haven't gotten to the movie of the week actually, so we're gonna get to that. We did check out some game trailers. We're just talking about some games right now to play during our COVID nonsense, but you can check that out. You know, once I finish up the episode. The new Last of Us 2 trailer came out today, so make sure you check that out. We got Ultra Instinct Goku and Mortal Kombat 11 just to keep our buddy up, Jeff here. He always watches, and he's actually the only one I really let know that I'm going on with these Doobisodes. So just a huge shout out to the people that we care about and enjoy talking with, and we want to let our friends know what we're doing. It's just good to have that connection, especially in these crazy times. So yeah, Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Yeah, Jeff has a Switch. If you haven't gotten this, Jeff, you should definitely check out this title. I don't know if it'll be really for you, but it is a polished experience, and I think anyone, if they take 20 minutes to sit down with it, I'm sure they most likely will get into it. But it is kind of maybe a little tedious in some cases. To just kind of do your own thing and have no real direction. But yeah, don't want to keep going on about that. Just really wanted to recommend a few games. I do have an honorable mention here, actually, that I missed in my 2019 episode. Yes, the Last of Us 2 trailer did look really... It just looks good. The Last of Us 2 looks really good, regardless of what they're saying about the story or... you know, the leaks that have been coming out. It does look phenomenal. Just as far as a gameplay standpoint, I think it's going to play really well. And I'm just avoiding the spoilers, and really just can't wait for that game to come out. And I hope that maybe I can get my hands on the collector's edition, just because it's been really harder getting that when I've had everything locked down at GameStop, but now they're closed. Thankfully, I'm really glad they are. But it's just frustrating. I kind of had to shear everything to Best Buy to kind of get the harder to find things that I want. But yeah, I do have an honorable mention that I forgot on my 2019 list that I can't believe I forgot. And yeah, we have Control. This is a very hit blockbuster title that came out last year in August, I believe. And yeah, this is from Remedy Entertainment, the guys that brought you Alan Wake and the original Max Payne. And you can kind of see a lot of that gameplay kind of flow into Control here. And you play it as a woman. And I don't want... This is a game better where I don't want to give away too much about the story. And you'll kind of just... you know, go with it a little bit. But very sci-fi driven experience, and a lot of cool gameplay elements, and you start to get well, I'll just say you get like telekinesis, and you can move things, and the gameplay at work here is crazy about just the physics engine and the way the game looks. I'm playing on PS4 Pro, and even my PS4 Pro was struggling a little bit. It didn't have an install disc like games like Red Dead Redemption 2 or Final Fantasy 7, but I can tell that the technology current day was working really hard to produce, especially the physics engine here is super hard to work. And I know on PC it has stuff like ray tracing, and we are going to be getting stuff like ray tracing, I believe, in the next gen, or at least something like it. And even with PlayStation 4's checkerboard rendering, it still looked really great. Xbox does have true native 4K stuff. But this is also a really great title to play if you're just locked up right now. It's got a really intriguing story, and yeah, maybe it falls off the path a little bit, and maybe it's maybe you kind of fall off what's happening. But if you replay it, and there's some beats, story beats in my head that are super memorable. And it's a very different game. It falls on its own two legs, with just some high-paced action, very sci-fi driven story, and the main character, I always love a good waifu as our main character, and she's a really badass femme fatale that really just takes matters into her own hands, and some really good exploration. The map can get a little weird in this game, but really good exploration. You kind of play in a building setting, with a bunch of figures kind of attacking you, and yeah, so there is action elements here, but really the true star in this game is the fidelity, the presentation, and the graphics. It looks really, really good, and it plays really fun. So yeah, check out some videos of that if you're interested. But I can't believe I forgot that on my 2019 list. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I platinumed it. Even with the small minor bugs, this game is definitely worth a check out. But yeah, so our buddy Jeff was asking about the movie of the week, so of course we gotta give it to him. And yeah, movie of the week is, boom, Mission Impossible Fallout. Let's just keep it updated here. I went with Mission Impossible Fallout. I do have a history with this series of movies. You know, when I think about these movies, a lot of factors come into play in what I want to feature for the week. And the thing that I've been okay, just a little backstep here. I've been thinking about movie reviews and video game reviews, and really what makes a good review for me, or how I critique a piece, is really what stands out, and does the thing that stand out really want me leaving more, really leave me wanting more. And yeah, the Mission Impossible series, I think, really found its stride in Mission Impossible 3. 1 and 2 are really good, but I really got in the series with 3, and they've kind of been following the same storyline that they've had the past couple of movies. And this is on Amazon Prime currently right now. But what it does really well is super high intense velocity action, and they always add kind of another layer to each scenario that I really want to praise, because I'm actually super interested, and I just couldn't turn it off. Even though I've seen this movie, it's just, they're just fun watches. And again, I'm talking about things to watch and do while we're locked up, and things to kind of distract us. And all the Mission Impossible movies will really distract you. Tom Cruise, yeah, maybe he's a good actor. He's not like the best actor, but you can tell that he's super dedicated, super serious. He actually is doing all of his own stunts, and he's trying to do some space movie with Elon Musk, I guess. I don't know. He's really crazy. Of course, Tom Cruise is batshit crazy, but you can tell he's just a super dedicated man to his art and to his passion, and every moment is just a thrill ride in these movies, and they look great, and they're at a super high production, and they got some awesome guest stars, and of course we got Benji and Ving Rhames. I always love seeing Ving Rhames, and I'm trying to think of dude's name right now, but I can't. But a guy from Shaun of the Dead, they're all Simon Pegg. Yeah, Simon Pegg is amazing. They got some really cool, especially, you know, from Mission Impossible 3 and so on. MI 1 and 2 are great, but it really found its stride, and I think the movies found what it was good at and then stuck to that. And sometimes that's just what you have to do in a series of movies. You find it where you're good at, and that's how you keep making the money. And I guess we are going to be getting Mission Impossible 7 and 8. Yeah, this is already the 6th one already. But yeah, if you are watching a Mission, if you do want to get into this series, I guess I do recommend you can definitely watch 1 and 2. And there's actually a really cool throwback moment to Mission Impossible 2 in Fallout. But I'd say you could almost start with MI3 and then just watch Rogue Nation and all the other ones that have come out after that. It's a lot of fun, and they are slowly building up a story here, and there's really cool themes, and you know, it's maybe some cliched stuff, but the action is great. Tom Cruise does all of his own stunts, and you can really feel some real life intensity here because he's doing his own stunts. Even if he's just running for 10 minutes, it still looks really cool. And I love these movies. They're just really cool. And I don't have a picture. I do want to give a shout out to, I was watching a bunch of movies. I really do want to do a good horror one, a horror movie that I think we'll get to next week. I've been watching a lot of horror movies. That's kind of my niche. But I figured I'd give you something a little more lighthearted this week with MI6. Because they're so fun and they're so fast-paced action, and I kind of want to just show this movie to everyone because I have such a great time watching these movies, especially with the martini. But yeah, but horror movies, I do want to get a good horror movie. I've been watching some really nasty ones and some maybe more subtle ones. I just trying to find that right balance for a movie of the week there. But I'm a huge horror fanatic, and I'm always looking for that next thrill ride. The Saw series is really good, and who knows, maybe I'll throw in the Saw. Me and my boy Jeff are big Saw guys. And so yeah, that's just what I really wanted to focus on this week, is just something a little more lighthearted, a little more action paced, and then when I find the right horror movie, I'll definitely feature that. But I think we're hitting all the genres here with our movies of the week. We had some funny ones and some action thrown in there, and I know we started with a Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Actually, that was the movie that inspired movie of the week. So I guess I do gotta, Get Out's pretty good. Yeah, Get Out is really good. Jordan Peele, I've been watching the Twilight series, the new one, produced by Jordan Peele. So and those are really smart, and actually those do, those very much are on the level of what I'm looking for movie of the week. But yeah, guys, I did the trailer reactions. I kind of talked about some good quarantine games that can keep you occupied while we're locked up. We talked about health fitness a little bit today, and I guess I just do want to talk a little bit about I guess there's been some E3 news, and E3 has been officially canceled, and I guess I just want to remember it a little bit since it looks officially dead. They're saying I think it's the ESA, or there's a group of people that determine if E3 is a go or not, and I guess they're saying we're going to cancel E3 2020. Don't worry, guys, we'll come back in 2021, but it doesn't look like E3 is coming back in 2021. The three big ones, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, have all seemed to back out. I mean, Microsoft seemed like they were going to go with it, but then this whole thing, pandemic happened, and then everyone had to back out. And I guess Jeff Keighley, the man, the legend, he's a huge figure in the video games industry. He's super passionate. He has a lot of ins with a lot of game studios. He's actually going to be doing a Summer Games Fest that actually kind of basically takes E3 and spreads them out over the next 3 months. I think this is actually happening currently. So on that news, we're going to be getting a bunch of PlayStation 5 stuff. I think a lot of Xbox One Series X stuff. So I think they are going to be doing a huge PlayStation 5 reveal, by the way. I think this month or in June, we're going to be getting some huge PS5 stuff. So I'm really hoping we're going to get that Demon's Souls remake. It looks like Resistance, Fall of Man, and that trilogy is going to be getting a PS5 remake, remaster. Not really sure there, but yeah, the Summer Games Fest thing that Jeff Keighley is gonna start. Man, I love this guy. He's from back in the day when G4 was a thing, and he was on I know Kevin Pereira was on Attack of the Show, but he did a game with a show with Tommy Tallarico with video game reviews. Or no, it wasn't that guy. It was another guy. They all kind of blend together, but I always remember seeing Jeff Keighley on G4, and he means so much to me. He's really driven the video game industry forward in terms of just making it a big spectacle and a presentation, and kind of showing why gaming is important. He really honors the people. We're all about the honoring. He really honors the people that create the video games. So he's doing this Summer Game Fest that I guess we'll be going through. Let's see here, May, June, July. It's July or August or something like that. So over the span of the next 3 months, we'll be getting more news from a bunch of different developers, Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo included. But it looks like it'll be more of like an electronic or an e-live thing, kind of like the Nintendo Directs, where the companies just save a lot of money. It costs millions and millions of dollars even just to do like the God of War reveal in 2017. Was that 2016 already? Man, time is flying. But it does take a lot of money, even just to show one game, and even more money to even do a demo. So it's hard to promote your game. A next gen Resistance game would be really cool. Actually, Resistance Fall Man means a lot to me because that was my first PS3 game. That was the game I was most attracted to, and I wouldn't have done it any other differently. I still remember shooting the windows and individual glass pieces kind of shattering off. I thought that was the most amazing thing. It was a hard journey getting the PS3 for me. I waited all night at Best Buy and didn't end up getting one in the morning. And then I got like a PS3 like 3 months later. I finally got one, and then I got a copy of Resistance. You could find the controllers and the games okay. It was just finding the damn console, and they were like $600 for the 60 gig backwards compatible issue. Man, that whole thing was just a complete train wreck. Just for the launch of that, especially with the Wii sold. I remember that was a thing too, and just all the gaming consoles and everything in Christmas. But yeah, getting a little off track there. But yeah, the Summer Games Fest is going to be a great venue for a lot of game content to show itself, because this would be the time when E3 would be getting really hyped up. It'd be early next month, and we'd start I could have done a prediction video. I could have finally done all the things that I finally wanted to do for a gaming channel, and it's kind of been barred a little bit just with the world, but that's okay. I'm still glad I can do it in the way I can, and I'm just doing this by myself. So, you know, I do what I can here. So yeah, it's just kind of sad to see this beast that E3 used to be, and you know, with the collaboration of like the digital age, and just the production of these, the value of these productions were just very expensive. So there's a lot of little things that killed E3. And this whole pandemic was just the last nail in the coffin for that. But I'm glad that it's not just coming to complete halt. We still have GDC and Tokyo Game Show. We still have a lot of big venues that we can still get some really cool game info from. But it just seems like a lot of it is just coming from YouTube, and I get all my my news that way because people just report on it so quick. And that being said, I'm really glad that I could do the trailer reactions that we had today. Yeah, we showed Ultra Instinct Goku. We're getting May 22nd. Last of Us will be coming out next month, June 19th. And hopefully I'll get the collectors and I'll do the unboxing there. I'm still trying to get my Resident Evil 3 collector's edition. I just got to wait for my GameStop to open because that's where I have it pre-ordered. Because my guys take care of me there, but Best Buy's got me for now. But yeah, so just a lot of things still getting held up. A lot of animes, I know from a lot of the V-Jump stuff is getting kind of just put on hold. Like Digimon, they had the new Digimon reboot. I was really getting into that. That's on hold now. And I think like Black Clover and just a lot of other shows are just on hold because it's really hard to work in Japan, especially if you're an animator and you got to be really close to people. I think everyone's just kind of working from home right now. But yeah, dudes, I think that's really pretty much the content I have for you today. Don't want to drag these too much. I'm just looking at my notes here, and I think we got it all. And I just want to keep you updated on kind of what I'm going to be playing in the future. We did finish Final Fantasy. I will be giving you my thoughts there on the Final Thoughts episodes that we have from me, your boy Doob. And yeah, so I am playing Alien Isolation right now. I'm actually really enjoying it. You can check out the stream I had a couple days ago. We'll probably just finish the game. It looks like one I can finish up in not too long here. It's kind of been harder finishing games because I do want to stream more a lot, and you know I'd be able to finish a game in a day or two, but just with things going on and me wanting to stream and not be too crazy loud for my roommates because I'm a loud talker. It's just hard to kind of get the content at you at a reasonable rate, but we did finish all the games I had. We finished Neo 2, Platinum, Resident Evil 3 Remake, and we did finish Final Fantasy 7 Remake finally. So I just got the big ones out of the way until we have Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us coming out. Those are the next two big ones for me. We do have some fun games coming out this month that I may check out. Maneater is this really cool shark RPG. I don't know who's making that one, but it is kind of a lower indie title, but I guess it actually is going to be a more full-fledged experience than I initially thought. So really excited for Maneater. And then we do have Daymare 1998, which is a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 2. So I might get that, but I guess that already did come out actually, and the disc version for PS4 was supposed to come out this month, and I guess it's getting pushed back to next month, like really close to the release date of Last of Us. So don't know if I'll actually get to it, but I have been playing Resident Evil 7 more, and man, I have a newfound appreciation for that game. Resident Evil 7 really did bring back Resident Evil to its horror roots, and it's even more of a survival horror experience, way more than Resident Evil 3. And it's so much harder. I'm playing on Madhouse, and I'm just pulling my hair out trying to beat Jack. He's just such a douchebag following me around all the time. So I've been loving it, but I do have a way more appreciation for RE7. I wasn't really as much into it as at first, but I liked it. But now I really like it. And just playing all the Resident Evils made me kind of want to recheck that game out, and all the DLC, so I'll probably stream some of that for you as well. Yeah, and I also do have these more narrative focused titles like Black Sad I'm going to play, a dark corruption scandal in New York City underworld. So yeah, it looks like they're kind of LA Noir-esque with animal people. I'm wondering if this is based off a graphic novel. I'm just drawn to these experiences, so I just really wanted to pick that up. And then, of course, we have Man of Medan, another horror story choice-driven experience. And of course, I loved Until Dawn, and this is from the same guys, Supermassive Games, and I really want to check that out. So I'm definitely going to be streaming that. And the movie experiences are really fun because I can play and watch, and when people are playing and watching me too, it just feels like a connected experience there. So I do got those couple games. I am going to do some more. I haven't done a Doobie Classic in a while, just kind of picking the right game for that. I do game a lot, but it's still just finding the time to do it all. We'll probably be doing a little stream later, so just make sure you really like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. It really does help grow the channel, and I would love to do this for you guys because I have such a great time doing it, and I really do appreciate you all. You guys are awesome, and this wouldn't be possible without you. I mean, maybe I'd do it by myself even if no one was watching, but even one viewer always helps. And Jeff, I really want to give you a huge shout out to my boy for always tuning in, always checking me out, giving me some love. That's what gets us through these crazy tough times here. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to take up too much of your time here. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Doobisode with your boy Doob. And as always, thank you, stay safe, and of course, we'll be right back.